I live cement. I hate this street. Give dirt to me. I got lament. This human form where I was born, I now repent. Caribou.
That's very nice. Very nice. Welcome to the This Are Johnny Domino podcast, wherein myself, Steve, and my brother Giles
Hello.
talk about songs, some of which we've recorded, some of which other people have recorded, recordings, and, you know, any thoughts that occur in our tiny adult brains.
Yeah, it's just brothers talking.
Just brothers talking shit about shit.
Old brothers.
Yes, old brothers.
We've been brothers for a long time. We're old brothers.
My life.
Old brothers. So that was Caribou, the lyrics from Caribou, from Come On Pilgrim, the debut album by Pixies, September 1987. And that song still blows me away 38 years later.
It's a great song.
I love that early Pixies stuff, man. I still love it. What I like about it, it sounds so unpremeditated. It's not like been thought out, you know? No. I don't feel like it's been thought out. And I think the later stuff, which, forgive me, listener, I'm not that keen on. I know some of you might be. But I think from after the first two albums, I think it goes a bit... And I think they just do the thing. It's like they kind of start just trying to sound like the Pixies, I suppose.
I think I agree with you on that. I mean, Come On Pilgrims, it's a demo, isn't it? I mean, that's what it is. It's a demo tape that they made.
Yes.
And Evo Watts-Russell just chose a handful of songs to stick out on the mini album. Yeah, I agree. Surfer Rosa is the one. Do they all... I mean, that's when I saw them, but...
Yeah, it's got some good stuff on it, obviously.
Yeah. It's got some crackers on it. And all the albums have got some good stuff on them, but it's diminishing returns.
I don't want to do the old, like, oh, I like the early stuff best, but I really do like the early stuff best. It's like a story as old as time. You know, a band comes out with a thing that is new and real and precious and kind of raw, and then they get recognition and everyone tells them that they're great. And then, I'm going to use a phrase here, they start swimming in their own soup.
I like that phrase.
Do you like that phrase?
It's great.
I didn't originate it. I got it off from another podcast, but I'm going to start using it. Swimming in your own soup. It's it's better than like saying going up your own arse, isn't it?
Well, it is. But,
it's evocative. It's more evocative.
Absolutely. What sort of soup it is.
So here we are. We're going to swim in our own soup.
Yes.
Aren't we?
Yes, absolutely. And the big news for this episode is, after many months of trying, we have won a prize that we have been going for ages. It seems like forever.
Yes, we've won a prize. I've got my winner's medal around my neck as we speak. Have you got yours?
I'm wearing a sash.
Yeah.
They only had one medal, and I've got the sash.
Yeah.
It's not quite as grand as Donald Trump's FIFA King of Peace or whatever the fuck it was.
So basically we won the PRF monthly tribute series, which is what we've been talking about for months now.
Yeah.
And we actually did get chosen to have the winning song last month with the Eurythmics.
Yes.
And we played the song last episode. If you've not heard it, go back and listen to it. It was our journey through the Eurythmics with some swearing on it. Maybe the swearing made all the difference. I don't know.
Do you reckon we scared them into giving us their votes?
No, I don't think it scared them, but maybe just swearing is like makes you look kind of cool or something. So like there was the swearing, like smoking, and then it had the sort of little extra bit at the end. Maybe it was the extra bit at the end. I don't know. So we won, and we've never won anything before. So there you go. We're enjoying that
very much. So.
And we'll talk about that a bit more later on in this episode, this special Christmas episode. Jingle bells.
Oh, God bless us, everyone.
God bless us. Now, other news, really, in Johnny Domino world is that we are going to be putting together Volume 3. Get this. Volume 3 of the best of This Our Johnny Domino, which is, well, it has been an ongoing compilation during the history of this podcast of our favourite songs that we recorded when we was young. And we've picked 2 volumes worth. And already. I feel, Steve, that this may well be the last volume.
It could.
What do you think about that?
It could well be. Never say never. You know, there's still unearthed parts of the barrel which have yet to be scraped.
No, Steve. But that's not going to be the best of anything, is it? I think looking at the track list we're proposing here, this is going to be the last and possibly the greatest of the volumes of the best of This Our Johnny Domino. We'll have to let the listener decide on that.
But what about the rest of the best of This Our Johnny Domino?
Oh, Jesus, man. We're not going there.
You know, there might be some...
the very best.
Very best of...
Are we going to end up distilling this down to, like, keep making bests of until we end up with, like, a 3-track EP? You know, which is the ultimate collection.
I think that's what we should have done.
When we're, like, 90 years old.
Yeah, we should have been doing that all those times we were recording albums that were over 60 minutes long.
Okay, you're right.
We should have gone, hang on. Let's quit while we're ahead. We've got a couple of songs here. That'll do.
Okay, so anyway, here we are, the Kings of Hubris, and we're going to listen to the songs that we're proposing to be the first side or the first 5 tracks of this next volume compilation that we're putting together, okay, which will come out in the new year. These are tracks that we've listened to previously on the podcast, and we're just going to have a quick listen to them again and just check whether we still like them.
Yes.
Okay. Starting off with...
One thing we always did when we put together albums and collections of songs, we weren't always great at choosing first tracks. You know, I think that's fair to say. Sometimes we kind of started in a slightly weird, strange way. But this one, we've kind of gone for it. This is a song that we've had discussions about on the podcast before. One of the things that we did as a band, if people liked a song that we did, we would invariably stop playing it. And this is a song that when we started doing gigs, people really liked it. So we stopped playing it pretty damn quickly. But this is a version of a song called Monkey Nuts that we recorded in an actual proper studio in Burton-on-Trent in 1997.
You're making me wait, sausage, you're making me wait. Come and get your peanuts. You're just a bunch of monkeys. Come and get your peanuts. Like that is the cheapest. Come and get your ow. Come and get your ow.
There you go. Monkey Nuts.
Monkey Nuts by the Johnny Domino Band.
Recorded by Ken. Lovely. If you remember, Lovely Balding Ken, we talked about it in the episode.
Yes, he deleted the drum tracks.
He did.
That song.
And we got a little bit angry, but it all worked out in the end.
Yay.
And yeah, I think that is a decent first track. It's kind of immediate. And it's a bit post-punk, and the kids might like it.
It's a bit
even the older people might like it.
Hey.
So that's track 1. Track 2 is confusingly called Enos.
My jelly legs, I took an egg, I left my manners in a hedge. Help me to untie my thread. Now I need to clear my head. Feels like I've lived a life. Don't think that I could do it twice. Can't you tell that I'm half price? I'm on the shelf, you can help yourself. lost, but I'm still strong. You want a shoulder to cry on. Was Enos Boss Hog song? My brain is gone, you're a time bomb. Throw me a deal, I think I can make it. Make me a promise, so you can break it. We had the prize, but it slipped away. Pull back and spray, it's not our day.
Interestingly, going from a song that people liked when we played live, that's a song we never played live.
Yeah, was it recorded on 4-track?
Yeah, that was a 4-track recording.
That was a 4-track recording. And the name was from Dukes of Hazzard, yeah?
Yeah, we thought so, but the lyric goes, was Enos Boss Hog's son? And he wasn't.
He wasn't Boss Hog's son, no.
I can't remember who he was, but he wasn't Boss Hog's son.
No, Enos was Boss Hog's employee. He was
Nephew?
No, he was the sheriff. No, I don't. Anyway, I don't know, man.
That was Roscoe.
That was Roscoe. There's car chasers. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, it was about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's all right. It's not bad recorded, and we rediscovered it not that long ago. We both thought it was quite good.
Yes.
So there you go. Anything else to say about Enos?
No, interestingly, track 1 and 2 on this proposed track listing of the Festive This Johnny Domino Volume 3 feature Mark Elston, lesser spotted guitarist, as opposed to the keyboards. Because
we allowed him to play the guitar.
Well, no, we stopped him playing the guitar because he looked like he was having too much fun. So after that, we kept him on the keyboards.
Yeah, right, okay.
And then it felt better. This is a song that was included on our soulful/miserable album, The First 100 Years, and it's an instrumental called King of Caravans.
Ooh. King of Caravans. I think in terms of the track listing, it's quite nice to have a bit of a meditational instrumental track at that point.
About a caravan salesman from Spondon.
Yeah, I don't think it is about that. But yeah, it was Don Amott, King of Caravans, was where we got the name for the track from.
Yeah.
And since then, we've kind of made up the fact that the piece of music is very redolent of life in a caravan, really.
Hey, I wrote the music. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Don Amott.
Right. The next track, is this 4-track recording or is this like a 8-track? What is it?
Jilted G is a 4-track.
Again, 4-track. And this is all you musically, apart from me playing the bass, isn't it?
No. You get more credits on this one. You play the drums, you play the bass, you play keyboards, and then I did the guitars, but it was a 4-track and we had to do everything in chunks, so we managed to get as much music as possible on this little beauty.
I think it's impressive that it's 4-track recording.
Yeah.
Let's just remember this. This was done on a 4-track.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Bedroom.
Carry on. Jilted G. Okay, yeah. So that's still with T. I like that one because it's kind of a nice bit of 20-something angst. My girlfriend's and I have just split up kind of the song. And I like the lyric because it says, I'm not hanging around for you. And then the song proceeds to hang around for quite a long time, actually.
Well, seem to remember that it was a conscious decision because a lot of the songs, if I recorded the music for you to fit lyrics on, it would invariably be quite compact, like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes tops. And we had made a conscious decision, right, okay, we're going to play this song for a long time. So it's about 6.5 minutes.
There you go.
It's always been one of my favourite recordings we ever did.
There you go.
So
That's why it's on Volume 3.
The best of.
Yeah, Volume 3. And possibly the greatest of the volumes. I'm going to say this again. And then last track on this little beginning selection, this is the first side on a theoretical disc, is Old Habits, which is not an old song. This is a song that we recorded, was it like 2 years ago?
It was, 2 years ago for an Artists Against Success compilation. And it's the first song we've written in about 17 years or something.
He meant to say I missed you, but he just flipped the bird, carved into the table, coincidental word. It's just the same thing that we used to do. Hang on tight, it's alright. We're just passing through. I am walking with the dog, and the wind whips through my eyes, and the stars keep trying to tell me where to go, but it's all lies. It's just the same thing that we used to do. Hang on tight, it's alright. We're just passing through. Conversation, fear the sound, and the silence makes me happy. It's the best thing I've found.
And that's Old Habits.
It's a song about being brothers, isn't it?
I guess it is, yeah. And, I think that little selection there, it's an eclectic little mixture of songs.
Oh, we clever.
No, I don't mean it like sausages. That. But it's just like, it's over time, it's showing quite a lot of different stuff. So I quite like it. That song is quite short, actually, isn't it? Old Habits.
Oh, it's about 3 minutes.
Is it? Going back to something we talked about last episode, first time I played it to my beloved partner, about halfway through, like about 1.5 minutes in, she was like, how much longer is it?
Oh.
So that kind of little pin there to deflate the old ego. But, we're still putting it on the very best of, so there you go.
So the joke's on her.
Yeah. And that's it. Next episode, we will play another selection, the second half of Volume 3, and see how that sounds. But I'm quite happy with that little track listing, Steve. It's good.
Yeah,
I don't know whether it came about by chance. You sent it to me. I don't know whether you thought about it or scratched your head.
I thought about it, and I thought we've had 18 tracks on some of these compilations. It's like, okay, let's cut through. And I went through the list. I had a long list, and I just kept tacking away, and I thought it was quite good. Shall we have an advert?
Please.
Well, there goes the spaghetti bolognese. That cooker drives me mad.
It's not the cooker needs changing. It's the cook. Hey, come on. We'd be better off at a Bernie.
For a great steak at a fair price, a good choice of fish and poultry dishes, a friendly wine list, and even friendlier service, you're better off at a Bernie Steakhouse.
I might ruin the dinner every night.
I thought you did.
You're better off at a Bernie.
Blimey.
Oh, my God. Right, okay.
Blimey.
I mean, aside from the fact that the man survives to the end of the advert, my favourite things are pronunciation of the word poultry. He says poultry. The idea of having a friendly wine list.
Did it come up and kiss you on both cheeks?
It does.
That's
Nice wine, kissing my cheeks. But I just...
We used to go to the Burney Inn in Long Eaton, did we, Steve?
We did. It was back in the days when one of your starters could be a glass of orange juice.
Oh.
Remember that?
This was our little meals out when Mum and Dad wanted it.
Yeah. What did you have? What did you have? Because I had the same thing every time.
Scampi.
Scampi and chips, me.
Yeah, I used to like the mint little steak they used to do.
Oh.
And the blackcurrant juice was nice and strong. Very good.
Yes.
Anyway, what have you been up to recently, man? It's Christmas soon.
It's Christmas, yes.
Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's fine. Been to a couple of 90s related theatrical performances recently.
Yeah.
I went to see Inside Number 9, Stage Fright.
Yes.
And that was very good. It was in Stoke, which was not very good. Stoke-on-Trent it's a bit of a hole.
But a bit of track to get there as well.
It was okay. But it's not a place I'd really want to go unless the guys from Inside Number 9 were going to be there doing their fantastic show.
Yeah. Did you not see the best of Stoke on this occasion?
It's not.
I'm sure it's not completely terrible. But, I imagine on a dark night in November or early December, it's probably pretty grim.
Yeah, it was an interesting place. Nice theatre.
Yeah.
Region Theatre in Stoke. It's a lovely theatre. But, it's not a place you really want to hang around.
Did you have an enjoyable evening, though?
We went to a matinee and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I like a matinee. It was very good. And the staff were very, very helpful.
Very good.
And, with my access needs, it was great. So
Very
that was
nice.
good. And then just last week, myself and Mrs. Domino went to see the Fast Show.
Oh, yeah.
In Derby's fabulous new venue.
Bit of a theme coming here, developing here, a bit of a theme.
It's a bit 90s in this podcast. A lot of the music was recorded in the 90s. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a bit more of a best of the Fast Show kind of thing. We talked about the making of the programme, whereas Inside Number 9 was mostly a new show and it was very, very good. They're very cool boys.
I've not really been out much, to be honest, anywhere of note, nothing really worth mentioning.
Have you been to see that Bruce Springsteen film yet?
No.
Neither of us have been to see it.
Well, it's not on anywhere anymore, but, I'll watch it eventually. The other night, I was drinking in my street with the neighbours because it was the annual Christmas light switching on our road, which was a festive occasion. And I drank a little bit too much Turbo Baileys. Turbo Baileys is, if Baileys is not enough, you top it up with some brandy, you see. Knocks your head off, man.
Oh, actually, that is quite nice. I had that last Christmas.
Well, it's I believe our mother, I don't know if she invented it, but it's an old family recipe in the Woodward household, the Turbo Baileys. So give that a go. If you ignore everything else from this podcast, people, have a bit of Turbo Baileys. It definitely makes proceedings go a little bit more easier, especially in sort of socially anxiety-producing situations like talking to the neighbours in the street. I had quite a good time, actually, and I didn't embarrass myself.
Please drink responsibly.
Yeah, so I did that, and I've been watching a lot of videos of people trimming hoofs. Can you believe that? That's what I've been watching on my phone a lot.
Okay.
Like people trimming cow hoofs. Is this a thing that people are aware of?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about the hoof.
Let me tell you.
Please.
Well, it's like, once you watch one of the cow hoof trimming videos, basically your feed just fills up with cow hoof trimming videos, right? And there's a couple of guys that do it, and it's just a close-up of a cow's hoof and somebody with a funny-looking knife, like carving away at it. But oh my God, I reckon I've watched about 2 hours worth. I need to stop. It's like an addiction. I know more about trimming hoofs than I do about many things.
That's the thing with the algorithm, isn't it? If you spend a bit of time looking at something, he thinks, oh, I'll give you some more of that.
Yeah.
There's a place in Rotherham called the Corner Kitchen, and he makes like heart-stopping, artery-furring breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, that sounds quite nice, though.
But I have lived on this planet for over half a century now, okay?
Mm.
I have never heard somebody say the word pork as puerk. It's 90% puerk sausages. And it's like, what? I've never heard that before.
Okay. Well,
Puerk. But the more I look at it, the more I get. Yeah.
we're getting into the pronunciation of things. Can I do one of my poems?
Do one of your poems, please.
All right. It's called In Costa Again. And it's about being in Costa again. Am I in an episode of The Polish Sopranos? I ask myself while eating a toastie in Costa. They are loud and solid in dark coats. A team in a huddle, as serious as facial hair. While the sound is men talking, I grasp nothing but the tone. Fixated, I fight the urge to take a picture. To write in a notebook would be foolish, but I do it. Briefly, a Victorian spy. Are they discussing how to exploit and destroy? Or Legia's midfield? I don't know. But I'm buzzing as I bathe in the babble of their banter.
On the 90s Derby scene, I just wanna be seen. Oh, the 90s Derby scene, where have you been? On the 90s Derby scene, I just wanna be seen. What musical cuisine Stephen Jars are going to serve today?
Regular feature.
Regular feature. There are regular features on this podcast. And this one is looking back at the 90s music scene in Derby, where we did play our gigs a lot of the time.
And we are nearly from.
We are nearly from Derby.
We've got a band to play, which is a band that was around, it's contemporaries of ours, really.
Yeah. Yeah,
they were
definitely.
a band called Cato.
Cato were an experimental shoegaze / space rock band from Derby, and they were active between 1996 and the year 2000. They had a few lineup changes, but the main guy was a lovely bloke called Jay Dean. And since being in Cato, he's been in quite a few other bands. His band supported Lee Ronaldo when I saw him at
cool.
the Hairy Dog in Derby.
Oh, yeah.
So that was quite a good gig.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay runs Dubrex Studios in Derby, which is a recording studio and a gig venue and a bar, and they serve food and they sell records, and they've got a deal with a guitar shop in Derby called Hippo, so they sell guitar bits there as well.
Yeah, Jay is look at on Jay's Instagram. He's a busy guy. He's got a lot of stuff going on, man. He does a lot.
He's a mover and a shaker.
He definitely is a mover and a shaker.
Yeah.
So this is like some early stuff.
Yep.
By Cato.
And it was included on a compilation album called Home Cooking Volume 1. I think it was the only volume, but Home Cooking was like
not three volumes. Didn't have 3 volumes like that.
Yeah, exactly. Who's winning? So yeah, and Home Cooking was like a listings magazine that was given out in venues and shops in Derby. Here's Cato with a song called You're Dilated.
Cato. Oh, sorry, I just got a text message. There you go. We're just discussing a guitar that my son's bought during that particular song. But I was really enjoying it. It could have gone on for longer, to be honest, Steve.
Yeah, it reminded me of Loop. What's that song? Was it Burning World?
Oh, yeah.
Is that one of
a
it?
good one.
That's a really good song, isn't it?
So, Cato, we did some gigs with them, didn't we?
We did quite a few gigs with them.
Yeah.
They were young pups that seemed to like our stuff and like doing gigs with us. So that was very nice.
They were more on the shoegaze zeitgeist, weren't they?
Yeah, and for all our blather about Jay, Cato, being the leader of the band, vocals on that song was done by original drummer for that band, Anne-Marie. And she was in a band called Selena Kyle with my sister-in-law. And they were great, but they didn't do very many recordings. So there's not a huge amount. I'd love to listen to some of their stuff. I might ask my sister-in-law if she's got any stuff anywhere that we could listen to, because they were a lot of fun. They used to like dressing up at gigs.
Selena Kyle was Catwoman.
Yes, she was. That's comic knowledge right there.
So, shoegaze.
Okay.
What do we think about shoegaze?
Well,
I quite like shoegaze.
I liked it at the time, I think. When I was at college, I was probably there for like the second wave of shoegaze, which is bands like Moose and Slowdive.
Didn't like Moose.
No, but that's what was around,
That's
and
what it's about.
You were more into your loops. And
I did. I was there,
weren't you?
And the telescopes from Newark.
I saw the telescopes. They played upstairs at Trempoly. I did not enjoy that gig.
Oh no,
they were very loud.
Well,
it was like kind of unrelenting.
I hear that.
They were powerful.
Yeah, no,
powerful.
They were pretty good. Powerful, and obviously Luke were okay.
Mm-hmm.
I never really loved them. I kind of preferred Spaceman 3.
Yes,
and their Velvetsy type stuff.
Yeah,
to be honest. But yeah, shoegaze. People looking at effects pedals.
Yeah,
with kind of bob haircuts.
Absolutely.
I've got a poem. Alternatives to shoegaze. Here's a little impromptu poem.
Go on.
Ready? It's very short. Knee look, belt stare, sock peer, floor gape.
I like it.
That's it.
I'll probably listen to more kind of shoegazy stuff now. I think you could probably say like someone like Always, who I like a lot. They're a bit shoegazy.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's that kind of introspective, dreamy kind of thing.
Yeah, Beach House.
Beach House,
yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it's kind of what you want, isn't it? But I'm not very often in a shoegaze mood, I have to say. But good stuff, Cato. Enjoyed that very much on the Derby scene. It was definitely a flavour of the sound that was around at the time.
Yes.
And I was listening to another band that was kind of around in that sort of vibe. Stars on the Water.
Stars on the Water. That was the
Stars on
band.
the Water.
That was the band that was formed from the ashes of Laser Guided.
Yes.
Who were also, yeah.
Yeah.
They were also on Artists Against Success. We did loads of gigs with Laser Guided. We did a couple of gigs with Stars on the Water.
Yeah.
Featuring on guitar a young I Am Wilbraham.
Yeah.
Obviously, both of those bands.
I think we should listen to some of them soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Jingle, 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 jingle. I don't know whether you know, but we did win the PRF Monthly Tribute Series, which is a monthly album that is put out together on Bandcamp by international group of musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And every month they put together a bunch of tracks inspired by the artist of the month, chosen by the previous month's winner. And we were involved in the Eurythmics month in November, and our track was chosen by our peers to be the greatest one that was submitted. I have to agree.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't like to blow our own trumpet and don't like to kind of brag, but, you know, everyone thought we were best.
Exactly. Everyone,
so, you know, everybody, unanimous. It was
everybody.
It was the biggest voting winning margin ever, I believe. It's the greatest. You know, everyone said so. Everyone said
from
it was
this
the best.
point on, Steve, the only way is up, man. Things can only get better. This is where it's all going to take off from this point on, you know, for me and you.
Yeah.
Well done, bro.
Yeah. But there were other people who submitted great songs.
Good songs. Good songs.
I mean, not as good as us, obviously. No.
Pretty good ones. But there was one that I thought was worth playing, actually.
Yeah.
By our good friend and compatriot, Mr. Frankie Machine. And he did a cover version of the song Why, which was the debut solo single by Annie Lennox, the vocalist in Eurythmics, from her album Diva. And he did a lovely version of it, and it sounds very much like a Frankie Machine song.
It's bizarre how much it sounds like a Frankie Machine song, but in some ways not that surprising, but it is great.
Have a listen.
How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? When I start to try to tell you, it's when you have to tell me, hey, this kind of trouble's only just begun. Told myself too many times, why don't you ever learn to keep your big mouth shut? That's why it hurts so bad to hear the words that keep on falling from your mouth, falling from your mouth, falling from your mouth. Tell me why. I may be mad, I may be blind, I may be viciously unkind, but I can still read what you're thinking. And I've heard it said too many times that you'd be better off. Besides, why can't you see this boat is sinking? This boat is sinking. This boat is sinking. Let's go down to the water's edge, and we can cast away those doubts. Some things are better left unsaid, but they still turn me inside out. Turn me inside out. Turn inside out. Tell me why.
The wonderful work of Mr. Frankie Machine.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a good song.
I mean, I don't like the original, but I think he's done a cracking version of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the song is a pretty good song. But the thing about Frankie is that he's the king of poignancy, right, with his sound. And that song's got the potential for poignancy and emotion. And he kind of pulls it out there, you know. And I love his delicate guitar and just that vocal that he does. And it's really good. I love that.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to point out we did win.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was pretty good. But ours was better.
We need to stop this.
No, we don't.
Okay.
No, I mean, it was good, but we did win the PRF Monthly Tribute Series.
I think we need to move on and talk about the artist that we selected for December.
That was as well as the medals and the sash. The prize was that we get to choose the artist for next month, and we've chosen the Jesus and Mary Chain.
Yeah.
After much deliberation over a 5-minute conversation during lunchtime. Yeah. So Jesus and Mary Chain. Why, Steve? Why did we choose the Jesus and Mary Chain?
Well, because it's Christmas.
Yes, number one, because it's Christmas and it's a seasonal artist, obviously.
Well, I think we should say that was purely happenstance, but we chose it because your other suggestion was Billy Joel. And that would have been horribly difficult.
Way too difficult to do a Billy Joel song, trying to sort of figure out all those chords and stuff.
So you go from Billy Joel, you go all the way to the other side of the musical spectrum, and you go to the Jesus and Mary Chain that basically they would use. Why use 3 chords when one will do?
Jesus and Mary Chain, great, you know, good songs with the same chords, basically.
Great.
I don't know, man. What did Jesus and Mary Chain mean to you? I love them.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we used to read smash hits. Yes. And in the mid-'80s, the writers were really into indie music. And there'd always be features on the Smiths.
Yes.
And I remember Propaganda were in there. They were my favourite ZTT band, ABBA from Hell. And they would always have the Jesus and Mary Chain. And they'd have posters of the Jesus and Mary Chain. One side Wham, the other side Jesus and Mary Chain. And I think you got a tape of Psycho Candy. Taped it off your mate. Was it Matthew Thornhill?
Might have been Matthew
Thornhill. And that's when I first started trying to play guitar, because we had a little amplifier that was actually Andy Gillet's of the Space Rat / Usual Rosie band. And I used to sort of like just feed the guitar back.
So there was a thought band that it probably inspired quite a few people of our generation to play guitar, to be honest. So they're great for that reason. I remember the first time listening to Psycho Candy. Incredible sound, incredibly exciting sound, really. Sounded dangerous. Sounded kind of scary. It was actual music that could upset your parents, you know.
The cattle.
And the cattle. And it's just brilliant, really. Just brilliant. And then obviously there's the second album that they did, Darklands, which also had some really, really great songs on it. And very good moping music, incredibly good moping music for the teenage boy. Brilliant band, iconic, Amazing looking band as well, I think, really.
Yeah.
The kind of the way they presented themselves, fantastic.
I mean, those posters in Smash Hits were hilarious.
Yes.
Because, they looked like they lived in Scotland. They'd never seen the sun. They looked so ill. And the hair.
Yeah,
they were just so unkempt.
And people were having riots at their gigs and stuff. I mean, we weren't at those gigs. We were reading about people like rioting at their gigs, but it sounded like there was a cool band on the block now. We were having our band. I've got a very strong memory of watching them on the Tube on a Friday night, live on the Tube program on Channel 4. And I've got a really weird memory, and I can't find any evidence of this, but it's a very strong memory, right? A very rock and roll memory of the beginning of the program before, they do their performance, which is on YouTube, which you can go away and watch, and it's pretty good. And, Bobby banging his drums and stuff, and, good sound. But at the beginning of the program, I think it's Muriel Gray, or it could have been Paulie Yates, I don't know. And they're introducing what's on the show, and they're walking around the backstage area, going into the dressing room, looking in the dressing rooms of the artists. And they go in, and we've got the Jesus Mary chain, and they open the door, and Jim Reed is there with his trousers down, his ankles, and he's got his penis tucked between his legs.
Was that not Motley Crue or someone like that?
No, I'm sure it was the Mary chain.
Wow.
I'm sure it was the Mary chain.
I remember it happening, but I can't remember who it was.
I thought it was the Jesus Mary chain, man. I can't find any evidence, but I remember at the time thinking, who the hell are these, right? And anyway, Muriel Gray then sort of gamely carried on, and because it was live, you see, so they didn't they couldn't edit it out. And recently we listened to a podcast, The Life of the Record podcast, about the making of Psycho Candy. And I would urge podcast listeners, podcast fans, to go away and listen to it. It's a really good episode. Lots of good interviews with the band, talking about how they made Psycho Candy and the circumstances they were in, the fact that their dad got made redundant and gave them 300 quid to go and do something useful. And they bought a 4-track Port Studio, and then he was really, really pissed off with them because he thought they were going to go do something like buy a car or something so they could get a job, but they just bought a Port Studio, so he was very cross about that. And all about how they recorded it, and they had this very negligent engineer. It didn't really have a producer. The engineer just sort of let them get on with it and just said, do what you like, I'm just going to go and have a cup of tea. And they just made that sound,
Yeah.
So it's really good. Go and listen to it. It's a very good episode.
It was John Loder. He was the sound engineer. He founded Southern Studios. He was the studio engineer of choice for Crass.
Yeah.
And I think he recorded loads of stuff with Steve Albini as well.
He did the right thing by just having a hands-off approach with the Jesus Mary chain.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
It's a really great podcast as well, because obviously they are brothers, and they talk about the fact that they didn't get on as brothers until they discovered that they both liked music and they both liked the same sort of music.
Oh,
I like the idea that they were going to have 2 different bands.
Yeah.
It would be Jim's band, William's band. Then they will, why don't we let's just form the one band.
Yeah. So we're going to work on a Jesus Mary chain related song for the next month of the PRF Monthly Tribute Series. And that is the end of that section.
Hi, I'm Giles and Stephen's mum, and I don't listen to their podcasts. I think they're very silly boys.
So it's Christmas time.
All over the world.
All over the world. And this is our 3rd Christmas episode on the This Our Johnny Domino podcast. Believe it or not. Can you believe it? And we haven't really got a Christmas tradition.
No.
But maybe we could start one. Have you, Stephen, got any interesting alternative Christmas tracks that you like that maybe we could foist on the listener as recommendations for a kind of an alternative Christmas playlist? Because we all like Christmas songs, right? Yeah. And I'm listening to a hell of a lot of them at the moment. I'm actually quite enjoying the kind of the standard ones, to be honest, at the moment. But it is early December still.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be getting sick of them soon. But tell me some alternative ones that you like.
You can say they're alternative, but people will be listening to this going, oh, these are quite obvious.
But like ones that you like, then.
We've got something like 17 hours of Christmas music on a playlist on my computer, and I was having a quick skip through it. There's a great song by The Free Design, which is called Close Your Mouth, brackets, It's Christmas.
Close your mouth except to say might get something happening. This season has a secret joy that some are missing. We could all find it if we just watch the song.
The Free Design were a family band, and they were brothers and sisters, and they were playing sunshine or baroque pop with crazy vocal harmonies, jazz-like chord progressions, and offbeat time signatures. That sort of soft psychedelia, very sweet vocal harmonies has got something really twisted about it, which I really like. Good. And I'm going to read you verse 2 and the chorus. There is a million magic things to those who try to let it be its magic self and not a thing devised. Sit down and sing a happy song and whistle round your tooth and be still enough to hear the reindeer on your roof. The chorus is, put your big bank book back in the drawer. Bring your mind and body back from the store. Get to know the people in your house. You might like them. Now that is a Christmas chorus I can get behind.
Yeah, I can too. That's good.
You might like them. Right, okay, this is a bit of an odd one, but I've always liked it. American singer-songwriter Lisa Germano from her album Excerpts from a Love Circus, which is a brilliant, incredibly depressing album. There's a song on it called Messages from Sophia, and I've always thought it's about a couple who've split up and they've met up again and they go out for a drink, and it's a bad idea. And I'll read you some of the verses. It goes, you can carry me home now, you can carry me home. I'm drunk and you're tired. We haven't talked for a while. And there's a couple more verses where you can tell the evening is degrading. There's a mid-late section where the only lyrics are lies, liar, lies, liar, right? And the last verse just kills me. It goes, you can carry me home now, you can carry me home. I'm drunk and it's Christmas. We haven't talked for a while.
Oh,
would you just carry me home? And after the last line, would you just carry me home? She plays a very delicate version of Jingle Bells on the piano. It's just brilliant. That is beautiful. A brilliant, brilliant song.
Beautiful. No, that is a great song. Love that
classic one. By the Hanson family called So Much Wine.
Yeah, I was going to mention that one. I mean, again, that's another kind of drunken sort of sad song at Christmas.
Yeah.
But very, very lovely. One of my favourites. That's on my list.
And then there's a band called the Isla Set.
Oh, yeah.
And it's called Cold Christmas. I only know this because there's a website called Paste magazine. It's kind of like a less popular version of Pitchfork. And they did a festive sampler. And this is just an absolute indie banger. I'm going to play a little bit to you now.
It's cold out there. What are you gonna wear? And when are you coming back, baby? It's warm in bed, but you're going out instead. When are you coming back, baby? I'll stay inside.
And also on that compilation is a version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by somebody called Tommy Emmanuel. And I think you're going to dig this. Ooh.
Nice. That's putting a little bit of a pep in my step there.
Absolutely, that's a cracker.
Liking that.
And my favourite proper hymn, if we're going to talk proper hymns, is In the Bleak Midwinter. Because as far as I'm aware, it's just about the weather. It's not about, Jesus or anything. It's just about shit
about
weather. And there's a great version of that by the singer Ed Harcourt. He sings it in an incredibly depressed, grumbly sort of way. I mean, I like proper happy Christmas songs, but if you want something which is a bit odder, then there's a few there.
There you go.
What have you got?
I'm only going to tell you one.
Go.
Backdoor Santa by Clarence Carter.
Oh, that's no. That's not nice, is it? I mean, it's a good song, but
Backdoor Santa. It's just about going around the back door of the house.
Yeah, read me some lyrics from that song.
I don't know. Look, go. I'll read you some lyrics from Backdoor Santa. They call me Backdoor Santa. I make my runs about the break of day. Oh, ho, ho. I make all the little girls happy while the boys go out to play. Look at here, I ain't like old Saint Nick. He don't come but once a year.
I think you need to stop.
Okay, I'll stop now. Okay,
God,
happy
yeah.
Christmas, everybody. Go and listen to some Christmas songs.
Yeah, some actual proper Christmas songs.
Yes.
And thank you for spending a bit of time with us this festive period. I know it's going to get very, very busy.
And this year.
Well, yeah, and everyone that's listened to this stupid podcast that we're doing as we work our way towards the bottom of the barrel of our own recordings. But, you know, we'll have to do some new recordings.
Yeah, well, we are doing.
Yeah, and thank you very much for your company.
Exactly. And we're expanding our musical world as you listen. I'm going to end on a poem.
Oh, please do.
Right. Okay. And this is a poem about Christmas. And it is, you might think it's kind of quite grumpy to begin with, but it gets kind of poignant at the end, right? You might put some jingle bells behind it, perhaps. I don't know. It's called Buy It For Yourself for Christmas. If you want a new guitar, holiday, or better car, buy it for yourself for Christmas. If you like a woolly hat, box set, book, a yoga mat, buy it for yourself for Christmas. If you need a trip away, new shoes, phone, or some Milky Way, buy them for yourself for Christmas. If you require a bigger screen, AI chips, some dopamine, buy them for yourself for Christmas. December. It's no place for the old. While treetops glisten, let your heart be light and we'll banish shade. Because tonight, thank God it's them, rocking around yon virgin mother and child. With a sentimental feeling, won't you stay another day? The very next day, you gave it away. Because all we want for Christmas, as this year squirms and dies, and the next one kicks and cries, is to be together and to hold it together. And you can't buy that for yourself for Christmas.
Perfect.
Please do like and subscribe to our podcast and recommend it to someone who you think might like listening to all this kind of weird shit. Send us some of your old music and enter the eternal halls of the 4-track gods.
Would you just